Let me see for camp, finish your curtain. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados quiz.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados quiz.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walk-On.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and as you can probably tell with all the merchandise atop my table, today I'm going to be reviewing some brand new Godzilla toys from Bandai. These toys, of course, are based on the brand new Godzilla film, which comes out May 16th from Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures. I'm very anxious to see that movie. I've been a Godzilla fan for pretty much my entire life. I grew up with Godzilla, loved all the movies, and me and my dad cannot wait to check it out. It's looking fantastic, and my excitement is being fueled with these brand new toys that Bandai has sent me. This is just some of several that Bandai is doing. Not all. There are several other Godzilla toys available, but these ones I think are some of the coolest ones that they've come out with, especially this big guy right here. And boy, can I not wait to open all these things up and check them all out and just review them. They look like fantastic toys. A little kid in me is just eager and ready to play with these toys nonstop, so I'm going to open them up and share with you and just give an honest review of what I think of these toys overall. The first two that we're going to talk about are these adorable little Shimmy Packs. These are part of a set, and these are actually the only two sets that are available, as I can tell from the back of these, and they're just adorable. Anyone who knows a lot about Japanese culture knows that Chibi's a very popular type of toy, very cute little versions, miniature versions of any franchise. I've seen many of them. I've actually seen a couple Godzilla ones in my time, so it's actually the first time I've seen an American version of a Godzilla movie be turned into Chibis, and they're just adorable. They look great. They look cute on your desk, so let's open them up. This one actually came with the seam ripped open, so it basically opened itself. So let's get them out and share them. And here they are out of the package. They're just so tiny and adorable. And they're actually made of hard plastic. Bang them on the table right here. Hard plastic, because from the photos and just with the package, they look like they were made out of rubber-like material, much like a lot of Chibis that I've seen in my life. They're usually very soft, but these ones are actually kind of hard. And both these sets have two different versions of Godzilla and two different versions of Muto, who's apparently the creature that Godzilla will be fighting in the movie. And he actually comes in two forms according to these toys. A little claw-like form right here, who's been seen in a lot of toys, and what appears to be a winged version of him. Again, not a whole lot is known about this creature, and I'd like to keep it that way because I'm really excited to see how this creature holds up as a original Godzilla monster to face the king of the monsters himself, because we've all grown up with the classic foes that Godzilla's faced, like King Ghidorah, Gigan, Space Godzilla, and the like. Muto seems very much inspired by Orga from Godzilla 2000 and Gigan, like a bit of a cross between the two. He's really cool. I think he's a really killer looking character. And the Godzillas that they come with are just two different poses that he gives. There's one here where he's looking forward, and we have one here where he's looking to the side. And really, these things I'd recommend mostly to people that don't want to spend a whole lot of money on Godzilla merchandise and just want a little knick-knack for their desk, or just a thing to buy for their kids if they think the other toys are just a little too scary for them, I suppose. But I think they're cute. I think they go along well with Funko Pop toys. They fit that same kind of mood. So that's what I have to say about these two. Let's move on to the other toys that we've got. Next, we're going to be talking about the Tail Strike Godzilla action figure. He's really cool. Again, this is one of the regular size Godzilla action figures. There's a lot of different size Godzilla action figures coming out from both Bandai and other companies. So let's open him up and share him, see how he is in action. Alright, so here he is, and as you can tell from his awkward posture, he's actually kind of hard to get standing up. You got to put him in this sort of angle to get him to not flop over. And his feet are sort of articulated. They go up to, well, this length, and this is as far back as they go. And, this is probably the posture you'd want him to be displayed in if you're a collector and you just want a Godzilla toy to display. But as you can see here, the weight of the tail clearly adds too much to him, so he can't really hold it up on his own. The arms move, of course. They're actually made of a softer plastic, so they're much more flexible. And they move up and down, as thus. Put him in many positions. And the button for his tail is actually on his chest right here. So you just give that a push, and he puts it down. And if you move it to left and right, the tail will do the same. Whip that tail back and forth. Overall, this is a decent figure. I wouldn't highly recommend it for collectors, but I would recommend it to young fans of Godzilla who would really like a Godzilla action figure to play around with. He is a lot of fun. I'd say he's tons of fun. I'm probably going to be doing this for a while later on. He's a pretty cool figure. Again, just wouldn't recommend it to hardcore collectors because, again, he is kind of hard to get standing up, unless you don't mind your Godzilla to look like this. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Destruction City. This is the kind of Godzilla toy I would have loved to have had as a kid. I mean, watching Godzilla movies, one of the best parts were the fight scenes in the city where, you know, they destroy monsters and destroy cities. And as a child, that left a big impact on me, and whenever I had Godzilla toys, I would want to do that. Usually I'd use Legos and build my own cities. But now, Bandai has basically fed that inner Godzilla childhood fan in me with my own Godzilla Destruction set. And I cannot wait to open this up and set up the city and then destroy it. And there are also additions to this set, a pack of destruction sets right here. We have one for Godzilla and the one for a winged version of the Muto. And they basically go along with this set. They have a couple extra airplanes, helicopters, and cities. And I'm not really sure what you would do with an extra Godzilla, but I guess for someone who can't afford the destruction set, they can just put these two together and have a miniature set. So without further ado, let's open this thing up and have a little fun. Alright, so now we have my little city set up, and again, that nostalgia is rushing and I'm really loving this. It's really cool. Would have died to have had one of these when I was 10 years old. And the Godzilla toy is actually slightly articulate. His feet move and his arms move just like the other toys, except he's, of course, down the size. Muto's not articulate at all. He's a solid in-action figure. So it might disappoint some, but hey, I still don't know how this character is supposed to even walk properly, so it probably would have been difficult to put articulation on his structure. So other than the fact that a lot of these tiny pieces would be very easy to lose during playtime, they're also choking hazards, so, you know, fair warning, this shouldn't be played by very, very young children. We don't want any accidents other than the ones that you're going to cause in your city, which we will now display. Let's see how you two can destroy a city. I feel so happy right now. Overall, this is a really, really cool set. Again, like I've been saying, I would have died to have a set like this when I was a kid. I'm just happy that Bandai's been given the thing that many of us Godzilla fans have been dreaming of since we were kids, and now with a brand new movie that we can give to our kids. So we can basically give them the Godzilla fandom that we never had, and the great Godzilla toys that we never had. And now we've come to the Godzilla toy that Bandai's releasing that I am really excited to open up and just eager to play with, even more so than the Destruction City. This is a Godzilla toy that I wish existed years ago. The closest thing we had to this were Godzilla toys where the mouths would light up, and boy, has technology advanced since then. We are going to be talking about the Godzilla Atomic Roar action figure. Now, for a little comparison, here is the Tailstrike Godzilla. As you can probably tell, he is of significantly larger size, and boy, what a great thing, and he just has a really cool ability that I cannot wait to share with you. Let's open him up and share him. Alright, so here he is out of the packaging, and let me tell you, it was actually kind of a hassle because he actually had these little plastic things on his feet, which were very hard to get off. Actually, you need to use some nail clippers to get them off, but he's out, and unlike the other Godzilla, who I'll actually pull out just for reference again, he actually stands on his two front legs properly because his tail actually works as a base, as it should. And here's a little size comparison between the two, as I'm trying to get him to stand again. Very big difference between the two, and personally, if I had to choose one Godzilla toy to own for this entire collection, it would definitely be this one, and specifically for one function that he has, which also makes him the coolest Godzilla toy I've ever seen, and I will demonstrate it for you right now. Atomic breath action and roar sound effects. All you have to do is put it right back in, and you pull his tail again, and the fun starts all over again. Now he is articulate again like all the other ones, only in the arms, up and down for both of them. And technically he is articulate in the legs, but that's not really going to do much because having one of them move just makes the other one move. And as I demonstrate, all that does is kick in the function of his atomic breath. And all that aside, I still think he is an awesome Godzilla figure. One of the coolest, not only from this line, but just in general, probably one of the coolest Godzilla toys I've ever seen or I've ever owned. And I just can't get over it. Bandai's just done a fantastic job with these toys. So that's really all I have to say about Bandai's line of Godzilla 2014 toys and playsets. Really recommend them to all Godzilla fans, young and old. They're just some really awesome toys, really awesome playsets. Again, like I've been saying, the kind of toys I would have loved to have had if I was a kid. And be sure to get the ones that are officially licensed by Bandai. You can tell from the logo at the bottom of their boxes on all these toys. They're really great, and please check out Bandai's website. The link is right down below. Just enter that. Please give them tons of support. They've done a fantastic job with these toys, and they've gotten me really, really excited to check out this movie. I feel like a kid again, and I cannot wait to see this movie with my brand new Godzilla action figures that I will be playing with my dad for hours on end. So that's really all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. And Godzilla says goodbye.